So when Erickson was saying that's right, he sees an unconscious moment and goes, that's right. And you'll see his clients go, what did I just do right? What are you talking about? You smile and nod, talk to him again, see another one, you go, there you go. All the way now. All the way what? This is adding layers of confusion consciously. And eventually that trance will creep up on them. And you will see this clearly with your clients. They'll think nothing's occurring, then all of a sudden they'll do this. What is happening? Because the trance has crept up on them. And that's the great thing about conversational hypnosis. Now, wouldn't this be a unique approach to have if your client's saying, I don't believe it'll work? And when they're halfway in it and all of a sudden it's like a punch in the face for them. What a great convincer that is. Does that make sense? How you do that is a skill in itself. But this is a process of one way to do it. So, what you're going to do now, it's going to be a little bit difficult because you'll know what to expect, but just being seen, we're tripping each other up at this point. And what's going to happen is you're going to talk, you're going to have your interview, your client's going to see the unconscious moment, they're going to go, that's right. And they go, oh, caught you doing it. But you're going to continue to keep going as if nothing happens. And then eventually you might say, there you go, and they go, what just happens? Because they've tripped over that unconscious moment and they haven't heard you say it. It's just in one ear and out the other. But the unconscious mind has responded. Does that make sense? And again, I will point this out, this is not an easy task. It's not an easy task. But if our whole goal, the premise of this training is just to put a client into trance as quickly as possible and keep them there, the process instructions, keep them there. With our client before, with Kerry, I was saying to her, oh, so close. Did you all hear me say that? And she said something along the lines of, what? What do you mean? And that's her conscious mind saying, oh, what am I close to? What do I need to do now? And then the more I said that, the eyes started. And eventually, it clicked. And when it clicked, that's when she went into it. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, let me ask you this, Kerry. Did you know you were going into trance until you were in it? Okay. Did we not draw Kerry's attention to it when we said, how are you feeling? And then when she goes, whoa, my body feels really confused. That alone is weird anyway. But that was the moment where she finally realised, oh, something's happening. When the hell did this start? That's the purpose. And to answer the question you had before, is this, do I set this up or do I let people know this is about to happen? No. I want it to creep up on them because then they can't argue it because I know how wonderful trance is. I know they're not going to find their answer if they're looking for an answer from me, like what's the steps I need to do? What's the book I should read? What am I must do to overcome this? You might have your client say to you, client comes in to stop smoking and they say, what have your other stop smoking clients done to quit smoking? Already we're in the wrong place. Does that make sense? So, have this
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Did she hear everything when she was in trance that you were saying? Could you?
Ask her.
I can, but if you ask me what the story was.
Did everyone hear the but then? Did everyone hear that?
Yeah.
I could, but don't ask me. Basically, don't ask me to tell you what I heard.
Yeah, I couldn't hear the story Scott told.
Can you hear the mind splitting just then? What is that telling us?
Well, she heard the voice.
She thought she heard it. How could you hear something but not know what I said? Think about that logically. How can you hear something but not know what was said? Doesn't make sense. So that let me know there's a clear unconscious moment there. There's a discrepancy in thinking. Okay? Glad we set that question up. Perfect. Any other questions before we do this? Okay? Who right now is looking for some sort of structure to hold on to? Like, this is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3. If you're looking for it, you may as well stop because you're not going to get it. Okay? This is very freestyle. Okay? So let's go back from basics. You're going to have this hypnotic interview. Actually, what would you guys like for me to have up here? You have your notes as well? What would you guys like? You're going to do this one more time, then I'm going to have a demonstration, so you guys are going to see it. Try and get 2 or 3 demonstrations in if you guys are happy with that. Go through your interview, what's your problem, why do you have it, this. As soon as you see an unconscious moment, just try and process instruct and see what happens. If they fall into trance and start dribbling or fall off their chair, Brilliant. We've got it on camera. I'll give you a testimonial for your business for doing that. Okay? Just see what happens. I just want to see what you can do as a therapist when you see it. Are you able to say something without them knowing what you're saying, without being forced? Let's see what this up. Let's give this a go. So, interview back and forward. When, what, how, what questions? When you see an unconscious moment,